Hello everyone, my name is Kuldeep Singh and today guys I'm going to talk about Node.js. What is Node.js and the features of Node.js and how to configure Node.js in your system. Let's begin guys. So first of all guys, what is Node.js? So let's see. Node.js is a server-side platform built on Google Chrome's JavaScript engine, that is V8, right? And Node.js was developed by Ryan Dahl in 2009 and its latest version is 14.9, right? So guys, Node.js is an open source cross platform runtime environment for developing server side and networking applications. Node.js applications are written in JavaScript and can be run within the Node.js runtime on any operating system like macOS, Microsoft Windows and Linux. So what are the features of Node.js, right? So guys, in the features of Node.js, it is simply written at a Node.js is asynchronous and event driven. It is very fast. It is a single threaded but highly scalable. It has no buffering and it is licensed. So let's talk about first feature of the Node.js, that is asynchronous and event driven. So guys, when we talk about asynchronous, it means all the APIs of Node.js library are asynchronous. That means the APIs in the Node.js are non-blocking. Non-blocking means to say that if something is happening, it doesn't mean that another task cannot be done at the same time. So if some task is taking much time, it may happen that another task will go on in the execution. It essentially means a Node.js based server never waits for an API to return data. The server moves to the next API after calling it, and notification mechanism of events of Node.js helps the server to get response from the previous API call. As it is very fast, the second feature of the Node.js being built on the Google, guys. We all know Google is the fastest thing on the internet, right? So being built on Google Chrome's V8 JavaScript engine, Node.js library is a very fast in code execution. Actually guys, when Node.js is having V8 engine, so what happens when we actually open any application on the Google Chrome, guys, it actually converts the code in the native language of the operating system that you are using at the same time, so that it makes execution faster. And it is a single threaded but highly scalable. That is the third feature of Node.js. So Node.js used as a single threaded model with event looping. Well, that is a word that is mean, that is event looping. Event mechanism helps the server to respond in a non-blocking way and makes the server highly scalable as opposed to the traditional servers, which creates limited threads to handle requests. As we all know guys, in the multi-threading things, we have threads that works for the requests. For each and every request, a new thread is being allocated, right? So Node.js uses a single-threaded program, and the same program can provide service to a much larger number of requests than the traditional server like Apache HTTP server. Guys, we will come to know about this thing later on. Don't worry. Now the next thing is no buffering. So guys, basically when you see some videos over the internet, you have seen that buffering is there. So buffering means storing some data, getting the data from the server. So in the Node.js, guys, there's nothing like buffering. So Node.js applications never buffer any data. This application simply output the data in the chunks, right? And the last thing, that is license. So Node.js is released under the MIT license. So guys, if you want to know about the Node license, you can go to the raw.githubusercontent.com and you can find the license over there. The official site of the Node.js is https://nodejs.org/in. That's all. So let's move to the guys next topic, where we need to know how we can set up the Node.js, right? So let's begin. So guys, here are the steps that are needed to be followed for the Node.js environment setup. Very first step, we need to go to the official website of the Node.js that we have talked previously. Next, we need to download the appropriate package for our system. Third, we need to install that package. Fourth, we need to check for the installation is done or not. And the fifth one is we are done, right? So let's move to the website, guys, the original website, or you can simply search on any browser and simply search Node.js download. And guys, when you Simply click and you will come to the very first website at node.js.org. Click on the download link. And guys, here you will see there are two things. One is the LTS and one is the current version. Because current version I told you about, that is 14, right? So the LTS is something that is the thing we need to download. And guys, some other video I will tell you about the latest LTS and the current version. So guys, in this thing you can simply see the latest LTS version is 12.18.3 and includes the npm 6.14.6. So guys, we will see that whenever we are going to install this Node.js version, we are also get the npm version as well. So what is the npm? That is a Node package manager. Guys, we will talk about the npm later on. Don't worry. So let's see, guys. We need to download the package. So we need to download the package that is appropriate to our operating system. If you are using Windows, you need to download the Windows 32-bit or 64-bit, depend on your Windows. I'm using a MacBook right now. So guys, for MacBook, it is only 64-bit operating system. So I will download the PKG file for my MacBook. If you have MacBook, guys, you can download this one. If you have Windows, you can go to this or this one, depend upon your operating system. And if you have Linux, guys, you can download this package, right? So let's see how we can download this thing. Just click on the file, and guys, it's a 20 MB software. It's being downloaded very easily from my computer, and I need to just install. Just click on that, and it will show me this package will install two things. I can see very clearly. One is Node.js version 12.18.3, npm version 6.14.6. So guys, it is being installed, right? So I need to click on the continue. I hope so guys, you people can do this thing very clearly. I don't find any doubt in this thing, guys. Just click on the continue and the next buttons. You will get the installation done on your computer, right? So guys, after doing the installation, you will be done with this thing. Now, what I need to do? So I need to check for the installation is done or not correctly, right? So how we can check that whether the installation is done or not? So I just open terminal. If you are using a MacBook, or if you are using the Windows operating system, open the command prompt. Click on that. Now, just simply write node -v. It means same in the different operating system as well, guys. Just write node -v, whether you are using Linux, whether you are using Windows or macOS. So when I click node -v, guys, I get the latest version which I have installed, that is 12.18.3. And guys, again, while installing, we saw that we're also installing npm. So I also check for npm version, that is npm -v. Guys, it is being installed with the Node.js only. That is 6.14.6. Right? Let's move further now. So we are done with this thing. Now let's see how we can execute the programs written in the JavaScript with using the Node.js utility. So let's move to another topic. So here I have written a simple program in the JavaScript with the name first.js. As we all know, guys, we are working with the JS, that is JavaScript. So my file extension is .js and file name is first. And guys, I have stored the file on the location on my desktop. I have shared the file on my desktop, right? So let me show you. So it is in the node practice folder on my desktop, right? So guys, now I need to execute this program. It's just like a very simple one. If you have ever done any programming and execution in the terminal, it's quite easy like that. Just open the terminal and move to the directory where you have file, that is cd desktop, and my folder name is node practice. So I will be writing node practice. So for Mac user, guys, you can write star and you can press enter. It will come to that folder, right? Now simply just write node as a command for executing the file, then the file name that you have, .js. So guys, for me the file name is first. So I will be writing first.js. When I press enter, guys, it just show me the output, that is hello, this is Node.js first program. So you can see very clearly, guys, that this console.log is used to print something, right? So printing is done using the function log of the console object, right? It's simple as clear. Now let's see the different data types in the Node.js. Guys, I have already created the program for all of you. Just see. So guys, I have variable I that stores the value 1 to 3 in it, that is integer type data. I variable name that stores string with the name Kuldeep Singh. I have variable marks that is having the double value that is 67.5. I have student, it is known as an object, and this object has two things, key and values. So this is a key name and value is Kuldeep, key is age and value is 25, key is nationality and it is India. Actually it has to be Indian. So nothing, guys, the variable with the name nothing, and I have given a property name defined. So this value undefined is given to the variable nothing. And there's another variable with the name null and having value null. And there's another variable fun that is actually storing the value of a function. Guys, you can see very clearly in JavaScript, we have so many options that we can even store a function in a variable, right? So let's see. If I print the value of I, I just need to write console.log I, console.log name, console.log marks, console.log student, console.log nothing, console.log null, console.log fun. So guys, this function name is fun, so I'm writing function call, right? And guys, you can see very clearly this function is returning value 1, 2, 3 that is of integer type. So this function can return any type of value. Now to declare variables in the JavaScript, guys, we have used the var keyword. So we don't need to write integer, character, float, double, long, short, whatever you want, right? So there's no need of that thing. Just write var. That means you're declaring a variable for this, right? Okay. Let's see how we can print this program output. So simply write node and the file name is second.js. So guys, I'm getting the values. The I value is 1, 2, 3. That is 1, 2, 3 as an integer data, and the name is Kuldeep Singh without any singularity comma, double commas. Marks is 67.5, the same value we have. And the guys object, just see in object we have written double commas, but it's actually saying key with without any inverted commas. But the value is in singularity commas. Age is again the same way, and the value is again the same way. Again the key, again the value, right? So it is showing me undefined. For which value? The next value, that is nothing. Where nothing is undefined and the same value is being stored in the variable nothing. It means undefined is a type of value in node. Next is null, and null is again a value, guys. So it's for the object, we all know that when the object is not initialized, it is being null, right? So none. Next is function. Guys, function is having a console.log. So this is printing a same statement. It is written in the console.log, right? And the guys return value is 1, 2, 3 because I'm writing this thing in the console.log. So I'm getting the 1, 2, 3. So guys, this is all about the Node.js installation and the simple way how to execute the programs of Node, right? I hope so guys I made it very clear to all of you. Thank you guys. I will see you in the next video.